Hello, everyone. Hello, everybody. If you're just logging in, I am just taking a moment to share on my page, my personal page. If you would take a moment and just share on your page, that will be great. And we're going to get started momentarily. You share, I share. Everybody share. All right. So I usually don't wait for people to join because I feel like anyone who wants to be on, they will be on. And anyone who is not on just yet will come on as we get started. And I'm okay with that. Well, I'm getting a glare in my glasses, but it's okay. Yeah, I might have to take this off, this glare. So I just wanted to first apologize for not coming on yesterday. I did say that I wanted to make sure that I did not miss a day. This is 30 days of overcoming different things, and I just wanted to make sure that I was true to my word, and I came on and I gave you exactly what I am supposed to give you. And if you see my face a little swollen, if you don't see it, then don't worry about it. Just had some tooth things going on yesterday, but it's all about part of being who I am. So, all right, I wanted to get started. The first night that I started this, I did kind of talk about a young lady, Leah Thomas, and I wanted to tell you again about her Go Live Challenge cards. She has a card game. It's called Go Live Challenge Cards. If you ever have a problem with going live, then this is something that you can use as a tool. So I wanted to just mention that I am going to use her cards on tonight. And that will be a part of tonight's, okay? All right, so really quickly, my name is Stefanie White. I am the lead creative of Rave Creative Impressions, and I am a voice for the creatives. Not the only voice, but I am a voice for the creatives, and I am training my ear to listen to the one and only creator. So if you want to find out more about me, you can always go to www.stefaniewhite.com. That is spelled Stefanie, white like the color.com, and you can find out about me there. You can also go to Rave World 2.0 on Facebook and on Instagram to interact with me. I guarantee if you like the page, you share the page, and you invite others to come along, I will engage with you all. Meet me here every single night in the month of November at 10 p.m. I am giving you 30 days for 30 minutes, and that's it. We're going to get in, get out, say what needs to be said, and keep it moving. All right? I'm a little animated today, possibly because I've had a very long day, but I'm sure we've all had a very long day. But today is a good topic and I am excited about it. If you did not catch the other topics, I want you to go to the page and watch the first two videos. I think it was some very good information. The first night we talked about procrastination and how I overcame procrastination as a creative. The second night was about overcoming losing my voice. There was a moment in time where I lost my voice and I have gotten it back. So these are all things that as creatives we go through. And tonight's topic is a very good one as well. It's overcoming rejection. Oh yeah, it's gonna be a good one. So before I get started, I want to go ahead and do my go live challenge cards. And again, if you don't know about her, her name is Leah Thomas. You can find out all of that information. It's actually on the Rave Creative Impressions page. I have a whole post just regarding her product. It is extremely well thought out card game that I really love. And it gives you 3 cards. So 3 cards that you would choose from. Well, 3 cards that you would choose every single time you go live. 1 is an affirmation, 1 is an action, and 1 is authenticity. So basically you can start in any format, but I'm gonna go with the authenticity first, and it says go live for 5 to 10 minutes and talk about a topic that you love. Why did you purchase the product, and share 3 things that you love about the product. Now, I've already spoken about the Go Live Challenge cards. I've already promoted that, but I want to highlight, and I'm gonna see if you can see it. I'm gonna highlight Agape. It's Agape brand. It's a t-shirt line, apparel line, I'm sorry. This says, don't give up. You are awesome. I love you. You are victorious. I'll never leave you, God. God wrote me a special message in this shirt. I will post more about Agape, the brand, so that you can find out more about their products. I honestly have maybe about 7 of their shirts. And it is extremely inspirational messages that you can honestly wear no matter where you go, and someone will stop you and say, hey, where did you get that shirt? Because it's just a powerful message on each one of the shirts. I myself have about 7 of the shirts, and they're very comfortable, very fitting, and I love them. All right, so that is my authenticity moment. My action, it says, with your biz bestie, talk about the following topics. I'm actually going to skip that one because I'm going to tell you what I did for tonight. I'm going to skip that one. Affirm. My affirmation, and you can repeat this along with me. It says, I am worthy of a life of joy and allow myself to accept it. I love myself and accept myself unconditionally. Ooh. If you want that, I'm telling you, this is a good affirmation. Please go out and support these business owners. They are doing wonderful things in the industry right now. Let's get directly into our topic. Before we get into it, I want you to just give me a heart. Well, give me comments. Make sure you say whatever you want to say. This is an open forum. I am just speaking from my experience. I'm giving you how I overcame this situation, this particular topic. Yours may be a little different, but the reason I didn't want to do the other card was because I reached out to quite a few of my friends and family, and I asked the question, how do you overcome rejection? How did you do it? I asked a few of my friends, and they gave me some good nuggets, and I wanted to make sure that what I was feeling and how I've always felt when it came to rejection, that it wasn't just a one-sided thing when I gave it to you guys. So I'm going to talk about some of the things, and so overcoming rejection. So how many times did you feel like you weren't liked? Somebody didn't like you. How many times do you feel unappreciated? Like I can tell you, I feel unappreciated quite often. So but I hold it in sometimes. Your craft was not perceived as something of value. How many times have you felt that? And have you ever asked yourself, why didn't I get invited to the party? So one of the things that I had to do when it came to rejection was I had to think about it. Like, is this something that I'm making up in my mind? Am I making these things up? It might be happening, but am I making, like, my dad used to say, stop making mountains out of molehills. PJ wrote a song about it, and you're going to hear me refer to a lot of songs today. But sometimes I do make mountains out of molehills. It may be something very small, and it may not have even really been a moment of rejection. So I had to really think about it and say, could this be something in my mind? Am I making this up? And then sometimes I feel as if we put unrealistic expectations in the atmosphere. Like, you might feel a certain way about a person, or about a job opportunity, about not being invited, or not getting an, whatever the case may be. It might honestly be a real honest overlook. I can tell you there was a moment recently where I did something. I hope this person is not on live, but if they are, oh well. I did something for someone, and I didn't ask for a compensation at all. But I kind of felt slighted because I wasn't even acknowledged as a thank you. And sometimes that goes, and I could have honestly just felt, oh my God, they rejected my gift. They rejected what I put out there. When honestly, it could have just been an honest oversight. And I didn't make a mountain out of a molehill at that point. I just said maybe it was just an overlook, and I kept going. So sometimes we might put unrealistic expectations, like we're expecting to be pumped up. We're expecting this opportunity to pan out, and it might not pan out. So what I realized was rejection can work on your behalf. It can push you to the point where you weren't even thinking about doing something this way, but because that one thing was rejected, or you were trying to write this book and maybe everybody didn't want to read it, so now you want to write another. It's like we do things because sometimes we desire to do them, and sometimes we desire the recognition. So a lot of that can bring about rejection, but rejection can work on your behalf. One thing that I realized is anytime that I've ever been rejected about something, it pushes me to go harder. If someone thought, and I'll never forget, I think of these creative things to do for my birthdays all the time. I decided to do a one-night show where I performed and did poetry and all kind of things, and I thought it was awesome. But I was so nervous. I was so not really as prepared as I wanted to be, because I was worried about all the other aspects of that night, that my voice didn't sound up to par. And I missed the dance steps, and it was just so much that was happening. And so I said, I will never catch myself doing something and I'm not prepared. If I'm not prepared, then I know to push it back. If I'm not prepared, then it's not ready. And it's not about it being a perfectionist. It wasn't about me being a perfectionist. It was more so about making sure that I give 100% all the time. And I am very big on that. And if I can't give 100% to it, then that means right now, let me hold off. Let me give. I feel like anybody who's paying for anything, you don't ever want half of a product. You don't want 60% of a product. You want the whole product. So I know to push myself. And my best friend said it was awesome. Yes, you guys say it was awesome. Half of you were half drunk anyway, so it didn't matter what I was singing at that point. You want to allow yourself to take a moment and gather your thoughts. Take a moment. Once you put your emotions and your feelings out there, and you put it in your craft, you might need to take a moment because rejection is coming. I have not seen any celebrity, any artist, any NFL player, doesn't matter what genre you're in, doesn't matter what you are, what you do, your artist, rejection happens. Rejection is a part of life. 90% of overcoming rejection is based upon how you respond to it, how you let it affect your day. So if you get rejected, do you go under the covers and pull the covers over your head and stay underneath the covers all night? No, I hope you don't. I hope you allow that to really push you, just like, when someone tells you no, okay, this person said no. But that doesn't mean that everybody's going to say no. So don't let it take over your entire day. I will tell you some of the things that I did to overcome rejection in a second. Being rejected should shine you and polish you like the diamond that you are. I had to find some bougie confidence about myself. Like when I say real bougie, like I can be bougie. I really can. And I can admit that. And I can admit it because I understand where it comes from now. It's more of not a wall. It's more of I don't want to say a defense mechanism either. It is more of just a vice or tool that I use to kind of build myself back, my self-esteem back up in that moment. Because I do know that rejection can really weigh heavily on a person. Feeling abandoned and misused. And these are some of the words that I got from a lot of my friends and family. Being abandoned and misused and mistreated and not wanted and uncared for, especially if it's somebody that you want and they don't receive you the way that you want to be received. Sometimes you can feel rejected. And even in feeling that rejection, it's still a way to channel it. There's still a way to channel it. No problem. This person is not ready for me yet. Guess what? Let me keep doing what I need to do. Let me keep building on me. Let me keep focusing on me. And I honestly did that. I took some time and I just said, you know what? Let me keep just digging on Stefanie. Stefanie is it. She is the one. Like she is the bad chick. I can't wait to wear my little outfit. But these are things that I had to do to build my self-confidence back up again, because I do know rejection comes. I know it's the inevitable. It happens, especially as creatives. You don't ever want to put anything out there and no one is in attendance or no one shows up for that day, or like, you don't want that. That's a really hurtful, painful place to be in. So, let's see. I say get some bougie confidence about yourself and step out like you're walking into a photo shoot for the cover of a magazine. You have to find that muster of strength from somewhere deep in your belly, deep in your whatever, and really, really just like start to push yourself. Not for anyone else, but for yourself. I'm even looking at the picture that's on this board behind me. I did a photo shoot just because it wasn't a holiday, a birthday. It was just, I needed to feel that I was beautiful. I wanted to feel as if I was wanted, like like Stefanie needs to, I needed that boost. And it wasn't for anyone else. It was for myself, for me to keep pushing myself. I had to put this out there. And so I laugh when I think about it sometimes as when you're not included, you're not, yes, thank you, bestie. I bounce back and I still create. Yes, thank you. I'm surprised you're still up. Look, okay. So I needed to remind you all. Yes, that person rejected you. That opportunity rejected you. That job possibility rejected you. Maybe that publishing company rejected you. That art exhibit rejected you, that theater rejected you, whatever your particular thing was that you felt rejected, even if it was in relationships, in family, whatever the case is, let me remind you that there are 7.8 billion individuals in the world. One person doesn't stop who you are. One person cannot reject you to the point where you stop being you. And that's one of the biggest takeaways that I wanted to make sure that you guys got from this tonight. Maybe the real issue is we just want what we want. And sometimes we can be that way. I have realized, and I'm not going to look at the camera when I say it, but I have realized that I'm extremely spoiled. I did not know that until, well, maybe I did know that, but I'm extremely spoiled. And I kind of had to keep saying that to myself, that I really want what I want. And I do. And I may want what I want because there have been so many times that I didn't get what I thought I deserved. It's okay to want what you want. But if someone is not ready to give you what you want at that time, just know that God will place a person who will, or an opportunity will open up just for you, or the right individual will notice you. So I had to start thinking of some things to say to myself, and hopefully you guys can take this on, write these down. And this has been like a new mantra for me. This is a part of a plan, and that is bigger than me. This is a part of a plan, and that is bigger than me. Rejection is a part of a plan, and it is bigger. Listen, I'm okay with that. The plan is bigger than rejection. I am okay with that now. I had to realize that. Most of rejection is really made up in our minds, and I said that some isn't a lie, some is a lie. But to know that people are just not that fond of you, it can be hurtful. I get it. You pull back your emotions from the situation and everything. You do all of that thing. I laughed because, like I told you, lyrics are some of the things that I kind of look towards when I am feeling in that mood. And I never paid attention. I've heard the song before. I've sung the song before. Temptations has a song that says, but it was just my imagination running away with me. Just my imagination. That man thought about this whole relationship with this woman. He saw her pass by, thought he was a lucky guy. She was the dream girl, all of that stuff. It was just that girl ain't pay no attention to him. It was all in his head. And that's how I feel what happens with rejection with a lot of us. That sometimes them people ain't paying us no attention. They're not thinking about why we weren't invited. They're not thinking about why we didn't get the opportunity. They weren't thinking about any of those things. What they were thinking about was what they wanted. It wasn't a personal dig at us. But it could have just very well just been an imagination. Remember the experience, but do not keep your guards up so much that you begin to fear rejection. All right, so those walls that we kind of put up, we put up those walls. So it's like, all right, you got hurt, ooh, that wall goes up. Rejected, whoop, that wall goes up. Pain, walls go up for every single thing. Once we've experienced it, it's like once you stump your toe one time, it's like, okay, I don't want to stump my toe again. Having a toothache, once you've had a toothache, it should remind you, and I'm talking to myself right now, to not keep doing what causes a toothache. I'm sorry to my teeth. I am. But rejection is a part of life. No one escapes rejection. It is what pushes people past what they believe was their potential. And so when I think about songs and things like that, honestly, I am a songbird. I love music. Music seems to be the thing that really puts me in a place to be able to create. So if I know that I am feeling a certain way, I'm not 100%, I'm not where I need to be, I honestly put on music. And Tweet has a song called I Was Created for This. And these are the lyrics, just a little bit of the lyrics. It says, "This is who I am. I no longer can pretend. And I was created for this." Yes, I was created for this. So different. I know that I don't feel it, but I'm chosen, and I believe that's what it is. Writing this song for me to tell the story, and my lights poured out only for your glory, because I was created for this. I think for me, I had to get to that particular point in my journey where I realized that no matter who left, no matter who is not around, no matter what opportunity wasn't given, no matter what door closed, that rejection will happen, but I know what I was created for. I know without a shadow of a doubt that when I go to bed and cannot sleep because my mind is creating and it's writing and it's thinking of movies and it's putting all of these pieces, I know he created me to be a creative, and I have no doubt about it. So if I am rejected, then guess what? I was rejected. It takes me to even Tyler Perry, hearing his story of how in 1992 he decided to produce his first play and no one showed up. You're talking about 28 years ago. 28 years ago, no one showed up for him, and today he's a billionaire. So if I keep pushing, if I keep putting rejection to the back burner and keep going, then guess what? I will reach exactly where it is that I am destined to be. And I wanted to make sure that I encourage you guys. There are so many scriptures that I can give you, but I also don't want to go out on my time. But I want to give you these scriptures because they're very good. John 15:18 says, "If the world hates you, keep in mind that it hated me first." Listen, John 1:1, "He came to that which was his own, but his own did not receive him." Even Jesus wasn't received. So what happens after you being rejected? After being rejected, assess it for what it is, monetize on what you're feeling, keep taking risk, and know that you were created to do that thing that keeps you up at night. If I gave you nothing else, just know rejection will come, but you were created for this. I am Stefanie White from Rave Creative Impressions. I am the lead creative, a voice for the creatives, training my ear to listen to the one and only creator. You can find out more about me on www.stefaniewhite.com. That is spelled Stefanie, Stefanie, White.com. And I close it out every single night with the same quote: "If you don't do it, who else will?" Nobody can do what you are purposed to do like you. So be creative, be unique, be purposeful. See you guys tomorrow for another topic. Day 4 done. See you guys tomorrow. Have a good one.